Howdy, howdy, and welcome to part 2 of this Nissan repair. Today we'll be removing and installing the new quarter panel and getting one step closer to paint. This is the quarter panel for this Nissan, and check it out. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it's got a dent. See that? Right there, right on the body line. Unfortunate. We can fix that pretty easy. We're going to prepare this to install it. We'll need to cut off this one first. Figure out where we're going to weld it. Boom, right there. Right before this glass. All right, we'll get that rocker molding off. We'll start trimming this out, drilling these welds, grinding these welds, getting those all removed. A lot of work ahead of us, but it'll go pretty quick. Just going to go through and mark the welds that need to be removed. Here, I'll cut this off and then we'll refit this so we can do a more precise cut. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. We got our metal welded under here. Fit this up. That's where we'll weld everything marked. where we're going to drill and do our welding. Down there. Gap looks good. We're going to fit everything else up, like the deck lid, the bumper, the tail light, make sure everything fits, and then we'll be able to go ahead and weld this in where we need to. We've got the quarter panel all welded in. All the gaps are looking good. We got it welded in there, welded here. The gaps look good right here. That door's been painted. We're going to respray that. We're putting the new door on. We just cut it in over there. We're getting ready to put this together so we can put it on this Nissan, place that door there. And then we'll be blending into this fender door. We'll be doing these two doors, quarter panel, blending into the deck lid, and we still got a little repair to do on this rear bumper cover. So let's get back into it. We're going to finish up body work on this quarter panel. We'll get this all sanded and prepped, primered, prepped out for some paint. We got a couple little low spots here. There's a ridge right here we're going to tap down. A little low there. This came this way. Isopropyl alcohol. Fill that spot as well, and put another coat over the rail right there. Okay, here's where we're at. We laid in some filler here, just covered some of the spot welds there. First we used fiberglass filler, short hair fiberglass filler. We did that initially over this, and then the welds on the inner part of this lip. This is the final coat of filler really, and then we'll prime it. Sand this quarter panel. We're going to sand it all with 320 grit sandpaper, then we'll prime this quarter panel, prime all the jams, seam seal it, and then we'll be ready to paint it. So got a little bit of work to continue on doing. Darius is over there putting that door together, so we'll be ready to hang that on here soon. The next step is to block out this filler. All right, now it's ready for primer. Run over this with some 320 lightly. That'll be ready for primer. Here's where we're at on this Maxima repair, this quarter panel replacement. We've got to do our seam sealer down here. We're going to put a little bit more primer on there. We've blocked that out. That's where we welded it in. All this is good. We got a little bit of cleanup on some of the welds here. So we'll sand that out and reprime that. A little bit of glazing putty here just to flatten this out a little bit more. It's had a little bit of a wave in there, so we want to make sure that's correct. We're going to seam seal in here. Seam seal, we got to be really precise with the seam sealer here to make it look as factory as possible. Along here as well, and then down there in the bottom. What I'll do now is I'll block out this glazing putty. We'll go ahead and clean this and get it prepped out for our seam sealer. Okay, so I had to create a little ledge here for our seam sealer. We don't want to go over the edge. It's going to sit just about a 1/4 inch bead right on the edge of this wheel opening. Of course, then we've got to recreate this here. So we're going to do, we got our seam sealer here, and up there, and then around here, seam sealer there, here. And I could pull this now. And then hopefully I can get this cut in today, get the jam painted, get everything painted on the jams so we can go ahead and get the outside ready to spray. We still got to prep out this fender, the deck lid, and I still have some body work to do on the bumper. Don't miss the next episode in this series when we finish up this Nissan Maxima repair by laying down a beautiful base coat, clear coat finish. So like and subscribe, hit those bell notifications, and we'll see you next time on Garage Noise.